Hi, my name is Brooke and I'm an Addax keeper here at Taronga Western Plains Zoo. Here at the zoo we've had some fantastic success with our Addax breeding program, and it's all really important for the conservation of this species. We have two groups of Addax at the zoo. We have our breeding group of females on exhibit, and then we have a bachelor group of males out the back. So we can rotate what genetics we're planning on using for our future breeding programs. Addax were historically found throughout most of northern Africa, but now due to poaching are only found in a single reserve in the Sahara Desert, with fewer than 100 animals left in the wild, which is what makes our breeding program so important. Living in the Sahara Desert has its challenges, and much like their close relatives, the oryx, which is one of our other desert antelope species, they need to adapt to a really hot and really dry climate. Living in these similar habitats, Addax and oryx have a lot of similarities. They both produce highly concentrated urine and dry feces to conserve water. They're able to raise their internal body temperature to withstand the heat and have a very similar coat colour. Calves are a sandy brown colour to help disguise themselves in the sand and hide from predators, and adults have a white reflective coat with dark markings around the face to reflect the sun like some sunglasses. But the coolest thing about Addax is their feet. Unlike the oryx, Addax have really wide, flat hooves that are kind of like snowshoes, and they use these large flat hooves to walk across the dry sands in the very centre of the deserts, whereas other desert species like the oryx tend to stick on the sidelines, and they'll only come into the centre of the desert after the rainy seasons when the sands are a little bit more compact. One really special thing about the Addax that we have here at the zoo is they are completely unique. They're the only species in its genus, and if we lose this species off the planet, we lose them completely. They don't have any other close relatives that can take their place or fill their ecological niche. Poaching is the main issue for this. A lot of poaching is done for oil. All of these lands are protected, and there's great oil reserves found underneath the sands. So poachers are trying to get rid of animals to remove the protections around those areas. By coming into Taronga, you're supporting amazing zoos breeding programs like the Addax, because without us, this species could go extinct in the wild. So next time you come to the zoo and you're up at the waterhole having a nice coffee or having a splash in the water park, have a look down at the neighbours. Your neighbours are the Addax group, and hopefully one day you'll see some little calves running around as well.